So I've had a few questions regarding the UPS and how I can make this hexapod safe, and you can. So here's a rundown. So my rig's connected to 3-phase so I can spread the load. So I have 3-phase power turned on. Let's turn the screens on. Come around to my cabinet to 39 AU. First thing I've got to do is turn the PC on. I certainly don't have a cover on the glass cover on the front of this. It gets too hot. The upper fans on the cabinet do a fantastic job and just draw the air away, so it's fantastic. Okay, so UPS. So I'm going to power that on. I now have to turn it on. You heard the rig fire up. Just turn all the drivers on. So this is only driving this power supply, the controller via a powered USB hub, and the drivers. That's all it's doing. Obviously, and some lamps. It doesn't drive the PC because if the power drops out, I'm not too worried about the PC shutting off. I would rather that the UPS is making sure that, depending on the movement of the rig, that it has enough power to return me safely back to park. So if there's data lost from the PC to the controller, it will do that, and that's all I'm worried about. And I've never had that happen, but it's a safety that I need to make sure, so that the rig doesn't collapse and damage itself, or possibly anything else, a wall or myself or whatever. Okay, so alright, so let's see where we're at here. Alright, so as you can see, she's all powered up. So let's just go into, this is my standby button. So that means if anything happens, I press that button and it will go back into the standby position. So as you can see, I think I'm set for 220 millimeters standby. So I got 450 mil, but I'm set to 440, which is 220. Okay, so I'm halfway there. You can see the LEDs are flashing, saying that's where I'm at. Okay. All right. So I've got 230 volts coming in. Battery says 22 minutes left. It's normally 60. I actually went through this a couple of times before I've started the video, just to be sure. So load saying 24%. This is about 1600 watts. I'm only drawing about 1.5 amps with the rig holding in that standby position. Okay, so what I can do now is I can go and basically turn off the power. Oh yeah, see that? Rig's bolted to the ground. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to switch off the power. So, rig's holding. Obviously screens are off, PC's off. UPS is flashing. Where are we at? So instead of saying holding 1.5 amps, still got 25 minutes, no problems. So beautiful. So as you can see, the PC's turned off. Controller's on, control lights are on, so you know what's happening. Drives are on. Let's go back around here. So obviously if I standby force offline, whatever you want to call it, then takes it back down to park. Now, if I was in the middle of a game and I didn't hit the force offline, it would go back to park because data would be lost and it would just go there. This is my way of doing it without the game running and all the rest of it, but it doesn't change anything. It still makes it safe. So where are we at now? So loads at 19%. It's drawing 1.2 amps. It's park position. So as you can see, sorry, as you can see, there's no incoming voltage. So it can hold that. It's saying it can hold that position for 30 minutes. So it's fantastic. So 1.2 amps. Now, when it goes up into that offline position, or when I hit the standby, it will draw about 3.3 amps. So that's with, yeah, I've got 6 drivers. The belt tension is not connected. It's on, but it's negligible for this particular test. Okay, so now I can turn off the e-stop because everything's still powered, and there you go. So now it'll be an hour, so no problem. So you can also see that I've finished my cable management under the rig and all the audio. So what I have got coming is I've already built a new dash. I've got a DD1 coming. The reason for that is, so I had the Mij, I had the 130 ST, and the reason I got rid of that is because my son was playing, and even though you can turn it down, it was just an inconvenience, and the last thing I wanted to happen was for him to get injured, because that's like, Scott, he's a grunt. So the good thing with the DD1 is I can just pull out the torque key at the back. It can go back to the same torque as this belt drive base, and I don't have to worry, because he does come and play this on his own, but he's not allowed any motion if I'm not about. So, and that's the reason I've done that. So that means And as he gets a little bit older, it may change. But yeah, so safety is very important, and that's why the UPS is there, because if yeah, as you know, if this actuator here and that actuator there go past plumb and end up on this side, and the power fails and there's no backup, it's going to collapse. Yeah, that singularity. So it's very important. So thanks for watching.